It's your girl Tiffany, and welcome back to Believe It or Not. Girl, I have video for you, okay? I have a video from PBD Podcast, okay? And guess who was on there? Chris Cuomo. And the host Patrick was asking Chris Cuomo and this comedian named Dave Smith what was their thoughts on the 34 counts of charges that they gave to Trump, what he was convicted of, okay? And it may surprise some of you guys, because I know it surprised me, okay? His answer, Chris Cuomo answer, because Chris Cuomo be lying, allegedly. That's why he got fired from CNN, allegedly, okay, from all that stuff that was going on with his brother doing COVID, in New York. So that's why he got fired, allegedly. But anyway, before we get into this video, hit the subscribe button and hit the bell so you can be notified of all the news, the entertainment, and everything in between that happens here on Believe It or Not. So let's get into this video.
Look, and I know this is like a disclaimer, but it is just the truth, because just so you guys know where I'm coming from, I am not a Trump supporter. And a lot of my audience wishes I was. I've been a sharp critic of Donald Trump through his entire administration, not for the reasons that the corporate press is a critic of Donald Trump, for different reasons, but look, this is just so obvious.
And I'm glad he gave that disclaimer. Because you don't have to be a Trump supporter to see through this bullshit, okay? You don't. And I'm glad he said that, because some people, when you take up for Trump, they think that you're a paid actor or you in some type of cult or anything. No, I just see through the bullshit, okay? And I am so glad that he gave that disclaimer so you guys can understand. Him not even supporting Donald Trump, he sees through the bullshit, okay? And I wish you would too. Let's get back to the video.
I mean, for anybody who's being honest with themselves, look at this. This is a maybe misdemeanor that it's a glorified misdemeanor that they've turned into 34 felonies. It 34? Is totally appalling. This is a result of the justice system being weaponized, and they had this in New York where they know. Getting a jury to convict Donald Trump in New York is pretty easy. People hate his guts there. And
why do you think they had it in New York? Why they couldn't have it somewhere in the mutual grounds, okay? They put it in New York, where it is mainly blue. You get a little red sprinkled up in there, but it's mainly blue, okay? So it was going to be, it takes no genius to know that he was never going to get a fair treatment in New York, okay? And they knew this, okay? But you should not have your blinders on that freaking bad. You should not hate Donald Trump so bad that you think that this is some real criminal shit, okay? It's boggling how people, he's going to jail. That man is not going to jail. Sorry to tell you.
It's a major moment in the history of the United States of America. One of the things that I hear a lot of Trump critics will say, which to me is the most you ever hear the red pill, blue pill analogy? Like, in the Matrix of the red pill or the blue pill. It's the most blue pilled thing I've ever heard, where they go, no president is above the law. You go, except all of them are. You know what I mean? Like, all previous presidents are above the law. And there's been major crimes committed by presidents throughout the entire history of the United States of America. I mean.
And just like I said with my word, history and of history, all presidents have done some major crap across the world, okay? Not the planet, the world, Craig, okay? Has done some major crap to other countries. Are they on their stand? Because those are the real crimes that you need to be putting the president on the stand for, not paying somebody hush money, which is not illegal to do. It's a contract, okay? It's not illegal to do. If I had something that I didn't want coming out and I knew that you had the information, I'm going to tell you, hey, here, give us some money, sign this DNA, and hush, shut up. That's not illegal, okay? People just jumping on the bandwagon, it was legal. No. Go read a book or something, find out the laws. Ugh.
Obviously, people know that George W. Bush and Dick Cheney instituted torture. Barack Obama had American citizens drone bombed without charges pressed against them. I mean, there's all types of things that you could prosecute former presidents for, and there's all types of war crimes that you could prosecute Donald Trump for.
Yes.
But they don't go after him for that, because then their next guy would be open to being prosecuted for war crimes. So they're going after him for every little thing that they can get. It's look, the United States of America, our government has done some bad things in our past.
We've
lied the American people into wars many, many times.
Allegedly, I don't even want to say it. I'm gonna get people in my comments, but allegedly, 9/11. Yeah, go check that out and see if you trust your government after you go research about 9/11. Okay.
Many, many times. World War I, Vietnam, Iraq. This is something different. We've never done this before. We've never weaponized the justice system against a former sitting president of the United States who, by the way, was framed for treason by his intelligence agencies while he was president. And now they're weaponizing the Justice Department against him while he is the overwhelming frontrunner to win the next election. It's a truly wild time to be alive.
Chris.
Now, Chris Cromie, I won't say Cromie. Chris is about to give his thoughts on the conviction of Donald J. Trump. And it was pretty surprising for me, at least, because he be lying, allegedly. We already discussed that in the intro of this video. He be lying. That's how he got fired from CNN, allegedly, okay? But it was surprising. Let me know in the comments if it surprised you, okay? Let's get to the video.
The reason they don't go after presidents is because of presidential immunity, which they're litigating right now. So the idea of you make war decisions and this and that sounds great. Let's get them. It's not how the law works. It's never worked that way. That's why you haven't seen it. I agree with your analysis of this case. I don't like that Bragg jumped the line because I think that he wound up ruining what was a legitimate legal look at what happened in Georgia, which now I don't know that it's going to happen because of that immunity argument. I think it will lose. This was a misdemeanor that was trumped up to felonies. To call it 34 counts is laughable because the 34.
He said laughable. And that's coming from Chris Cuomo. He said laughable. And you already know he is a major, major Democrat, okay? His blood bleeds blue, okay? And for him to say that it was laughable, everybody else, and they even have scholars that has been, studied this case. And everybody has said when Trump does his repeal, he's going to win. He's going to win because this case should have never been brought in. Alvin, whatever his name, Attorney General, whatever, DA, whatever in New York, he jumped a gun. Somebody told him to jump and he did. And everybody wants to talk about, oh, you voting for Trump, you're a coon. Well, look what he did. He jumped, he tap danced, and then didn't get on nowhere, but Trump more popular.
Checks that were signed to pay back Cohen. This district attorney has no problem knocking down significant felonies to misdemeanors. He did it 70% of the time. Now, the people of New York City can judge him, and if they like the policy, he made an argument why he was going to do that. But the same guy who does that then did this to Trump. He campaigned on going after Trump. And you don't make this case against anybody else. And the same thing goes for the Attorney General in New York. And yes, she went after my brother, so maybe I'm just saying it because she did that. I'm not, but you don't bring the case of two sets of books that you brought against Trump. Did he have two sets of books? Yes. Did he have Michael Cohen pay off these ladies and try to hide it? Yes, he did it. Should it have been prosecuted as a felony? Absolutely.
Hell no.
Does it embolden his case that
Absolutely not. Why would you bring this case against Trump? Why? You have a porn star, which I don't know how y'all trusted her, and she's a porn star. I'm not saying that, hey, look, because you're a porn star, you're not to be trusted. But come on now. She received a hush money. So she violated the contract any damn way, so she lied. And then you got a convicted liar that went to jail that has some type of animosity and some type of revenge against Donald Trump, okay? So it's like, this was a whole show. This was nothing but to get some of his base and everybody that's undecided to not like his ass. But what you have not seen, especially on TikTok and everywhere else where I be in looking, people are following Trump more and more because now they see that y'all ain't nothing but bullshit government. Okay? Allegedly. But back to the video.
Everything in America is corrupt. Yes, and I think that's a big tragedy. So what does this mean to him? My analysis of it is this. The only way it hurts him is if in specific states, people who are called prisoners right now, which is really not fair because what they really are is, in my interviews with these populations, I don't know which one of these is more frightening to me. So I don't know yet. That's not really a persuadable.
Sorry for the notification.
I like what Dave is saying, but not 100%. If Cuomo could help me a little bit more on these issues, I may go for him. That's a persuadable. This is just people who are just so disgusted. They don't know which way to go. This may move the needle in states with that population in a way that could hurt Trump. But I think he's going to raise a lot of money.
And that was the goal. You see what he just said? That was the goal. For the people that was on the fence, not knowing who to vote for. They don't want to vote for Biden because he's just incompetent. Okay? He's asleep. Okay? He's eating tapioca pudding in his bed looking at Murder, She Wrote. Okay? Allegedly. I don't know. On the beach, chilling while two wars going on. I don't know. Allegedly. Okay? They don't want to vote for him, but then they don't know about Trump because then they start to think, okay, he was in office for 4 years. Things wasn't bad when he was in office. But what they do not like, most people do not like when you say you are a convicted felon. Me? I don't give a damn. It all depends on what the felony was, and if you changed your ways in society and you started to be positive and you started doing contributions to the United States and you become a good citizen. So it's like, so what? To me, and that's like a lot of people. Okay, you're a convicted felon. If you go back in your history books, the founding fathers was convicted felons. I'm not lying. I'm not making it up. I don't care if you said I sound dumb, whatever the case may be, but go do your research. Most everybody that's in Congress are convicted felons. They have done something to the point where they have been felons. They have did war crimes. They have voted for stuff that it shouldn't even been voted for. So it's like everybody has done a little dirt. And to pay somebody hush money is not illegal and it's not a crime. And that was they was banking on for people to look at Trump and say, oh, he's a criminal. The person that you buy milk from probably a criminal, okay? The people that's poisoning our food allegedly is criminals. The people that's putting chemtrails in the skies are criminals, okay? Allegedly. People that is hiking up the prices in food, gas, housing, cars are criminals. They might not have shot nobody, but they have done things of different levels of different type of crimes that they have done against humanity that are felonies, that are criminalized things, okay? So you cannot put one man in jail for something that your politician that you vote for every year have done something, okay? So it's just, it baffled me. And that was the whole setup in the whole scheme of things. They wanted for the majority, or not the majority, for the undecided to look at Trump as a criminal. And some people are going to vote on just that he is a criminal. And I don't want to vote for no criminal, but not understanding that Obama was a criminal too. He dropped bombs on women and children in Syria, allegedly. Okay, let's go.
And I think it was a case that should not have been brought, and it was brought for the wrong reasons.
All right, just a couple things on that real quick, because I don't agree that it's presidential immunity that's the reason why previous presidents haven't been gone after. I mean, look, when Barack Obama was first elected, remember, this is not Barack Obama the president, or it's the very beginning, but this is Barack Obama the candidate in 2008 who was talking about ending wars and closing Gitmo and reinstituting habeas corpus and all these type of things.
Right.
And there was a lot of pressure on him from his left-wing supporters to prosecute George W. Bush and Dick Cheney and other top members of that cabinet for war crimes that had clearly been committed. And Barack Obama gave a speech about it, and he said in it he conceded. He goes, "Yes, we tortured some folks."
That's good.
He just said it. And he goes,
sound
but
like him.
now is the time to look forward, not backward. Which is a weird thing about prosecuting crime. Typically, you have to look backward in order to do it. But that was.
Did they do that with
my
Trump?
point is just that listen, the way things really work in the real world is that at the highest levels of power, there's no such thing as law. At the highest levels of power, all that matters is what's their political will to do. And the truth is there was no political will to try George W. Bush and Dick Cheney for war crimes.
No.
There is political will to stop Donald Trump for this. And look, I know.
Exactly. There was no political will. There wasn't. Because if it was, they would have did it. It is political to stop Donald J. Trump. By all means necessary. They're throwing books, fire. They throwing the world, okay, at this man. And for some reason, I don't know. I call Donald Trump a cockroach, okay? You could try to spray it, stomp it, smack it. They don't die. They multiply, okay? And that's what his base is doing. They are multiplying, okay? And just like you just seen, even Chris Cuomo said the charges are laughable. He knows that. And he doesn't even, and I mean, he does not like Trump at all. Neither does his brother, allegedly. So there you have it. You don't have to be in a cult. You don't have to be a hater. And you don't have to be a Trump supporter to understand that these charges should has never, ever been came against Donald J. But look, I can't even talk. Donald J. Trump, okay? But my question to you is, do you think Chris Cuomo is lying? Or do you believe what he's saying, okay? If so, leave comments in the comment section. If not, leave comments in the comment section and we can chop it up, okay? And that was the video. Peace.